March 11th, 2020, the day that changed everything. In a wild sequence of events starting with Dr. Fauci's testimony that morning and ending with the NBA canceling their entire season, this day is widely accepted as the start of the pandemic. Unknown to Fauci and Tom Hanks, this day also ushered in a new era of life where the typical workday for millions of individuals around the world changed forever. Soon, they got offered another job, and now they have a secret. For a small group of hard-working, white-collar employees in industries like tech, banking, and insurance, a new trend is emerging that is both troubling and genius. This small group has discovered a loophole to double their salary, working 2 full-time remote jobs and keeping it a complete secret. Alone in their home offices, switching from laptop to laptop, these double dippers have essentially found the post-pandemic loophole to extreme wage growth. Take for example this user on Reddit. AFK for LOL. He claims to be a 28-year-old male who's been doing this for the past few years. He holds 2 data science tech jobs, one paying $300,000 a year, the second paying $200,000 per year, and that's without including bonuses. When asked how he does it, AFK for LOL explains in detail. Both are 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. commitments. He, quote, ruthlessly blocks off time for both companies, and when meetings overlap, he simply mutes both and strategically contributes to each conversation one at a time. Apparently, this user also has a wife at the second company who works as a data scientist on a sister team. This also allows them to offload work, sharing the load. Combined, their household income is $700,000. Below this comment, you can find dozens of other people doing the same exact thing. In fact, one user claims to have multiple jobs while being a manager who oversees 6 direct reports. When times get tough, they simply use paid time off, which is often unlimited, to juggle the occasional big project or ramp up at a new gig. This new tactic of having 2 jobs at once is the result of a wild series of events that have emerged in the 21st century. The first is what I talked about in an earlier video about the rise of bulk jobs. Since America has moved to a service-based economy, more and more companies have grown to be large bureaucracies filled with positions, usually white-collar, that are largely meaningless. Many people go to work and only, quote, work for about 10 to 30% of their day. This leaves a lot of downtime that is often filled with Netflix, YouTube, podcasts, and games. Combine this trend with the post-pandemic boom of remote work, and you have a recipe or opportunity to make a lot of money by holding multiple jobs. 2 remote jobs in a lax BS work environment allows these white-collar employees to juggle the few work responsibilities they have across different positions and different companies. As stated earlier, their largest worry is avoiding meeting overlaps, as meetings are the foundation of the new BS job environment, with countless meetings going over things that typically can just usually be an email. This double life is technically not illegal, but it may break employer contracts. Either way, this new trend is forming a divide between white and blue-collar workers who are now facing serious divisions in various aspects of life. Outside of the obvious, which include massive wage discrepancies, those holding 2 remote jobs also have this advantage of raising children while working and saving on childcare costs, which have recently gotten out of control. 2 parents in remote roles can now juggle work and childcare, unlike in professions such as nursing or manufacturing, where virtual work is not possible. Being able to work from home gives you a lot of flexibility, and flexibility is something you really want to have if you have a family. Behind this trend, a new class system is emerging. The traditional middle class of America is slowly disappearing as the 0.1% gobbles up most of the remaining wealth, and this new remote tech class rakes in the rest. How is the average blue-collar American supposed to keep up with someone who sits at home working 2 jobs while at the same time taking care of his children? The remote worker is saving on gas, car maintenance, parking, childcare costs, time lost in commutes, and on top of it all, they are likely making 2, 3, maybe even 4 times more. The blue-collar worker, on the other hand, is likely more stressed, more exhausted, and spends way more time and money just to get to work, while his kids are pushed into daycares that cost $2,000, $3,000, maybe even $4,000 per month. Undoubtedly, this trend will separate America even more as we push our already massive wealth gap to new extreme levels. Many tech workers from the coast have already moved inland to what was previously known as low-price environments. Their massive wages are inflating prices to new levels, and this phenomena of holding 2 jobs at once will only add to this problem. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Also, if you're thinking about diversifying some of your net worth into crypto, please consider using my affiliate link for BlockFi below. I've been using their service for almost 3 months now, and I've earned some pretty serious interest on top of some crypto gains.